Hi, my name's Joey, and today I'm excited to have the opportunity to introduce you to some of the features we've incorporated into the custom BigCommerce theme for Moore Giles. Everything that we're going to look at today is made possible using out-of-box BigCommerce functionality like metafields in the GraphQL API. No third-party services or apps are required in order to achieve this high level of flexibility and autonomy within BigCommerce. So keep that in mind and let's begin. High quality product photography is extremely important to Moore Giles because it allows them to more accurately communicate the value that their product provides. The theme offers interactive product cards with rollover images which display a different perspective of each product, as well as interactive variant swatches which, when rolled over, update the variant which is displayed within the product card. The rollover image is also updated accordingly to match the selected colorway. This is supported natively within BigCommerce using variant images as well as Swatch images, which are displayed in the chiclets that appear beneath the product card. The hover images are stored within metafields on each variant. One feature that is unique to the Moore Giles theme is variant-specific product badging. As we can see here, we have examples of pre-order, limited edition, and bestseller, all on different products, and in fact, even different variants of the same product can exhibit different badges. So here we have the Baldwin Oak as limited edition, and then the Ellis Camel as a bestseller, and then Ellis Moss is limited edition and bestseller. And this is achieved in the back end using variant metafields, where specific variant metafields are assigned to either true or false, and that controls which badges are displayed. The theme allows the Moore Giles marketing team to define which product variant is displayed by default within each category. For example, the Benedict Weekend bag within the bestseller category has the Modern Saddle variant selected by default, while the same product within the Seven Hills collection has the Seven Hills chocolate variant selected by default. This is accomplished by mapping a category metafield with a variant metafield. The unique aspect to Moore Giles' business model is ready-to-ship furniture. Some products are pre-made and ready to ship to the customer immediately, while other products must be produced before they can ship out. We've accomplished this in BigCommerce using an availability variant option to specify if the product is either made to order or ready to ship, which allows us to track our own inventory for each type of product. On the front end, we've created a ready-to-ship filter that's actually displayed slightly differently than other filters as a toggle within the header. And this is possible because the availability option is used and is eligible for native product filtering within BigCommerce. Unlike a typical product detail page experience, the Moore Giles theme allows you to filter variants within the product detail page buy box. So users are able to easily find the colors that they're looking for, and they're able to sort by leather Right now everything is grouped under classics, but Moore Giles has the ability to group these however they like, and also group by delivery, so users can easily see products which are immediately ready to ship and products that may take longer to fulfill because they're made to order. When browsing the product detail page, selecting another variant will change the images which are displayed within the media gallery. Clicking on an image will open a high-resolution image gallery which displays only images associated with the selected variant. Natively, BigCommerce supports only one image per variant. However, we were able to support additional images using a variant metafield containing a JSON object with information about each of the additional images. The Moore Giles theme includes an interactive 360-degree viewer powered by Cylindo. What makes this feature special is that as users select different variants, the color of the upholstery is updated to match the selected variant. This also works as the user selects different configurations. To power this feature, we've used product and variant metafields. A product metafield contains the code that's responsible for displaying the Cylindo 360-degree viewer, and variant metafields contain the information which associates each variant to a particular upholstery and configuration within Cylindo. The monogram feature of the Moore Giles theme allows users to add a monogram to any product or variant that supports it. Adding a monogram can increase the price of the product. Adding the product to the cart will save the monogram configuration to the cart line item, and the user can also edit a monogram once entered, or remove it if they so choose, and they can add multiple products of the same type to the cart with different monogram configurations. And this data will be conveyed with the order when the order is placed, so that it can be used in backend systems for fulfillment. In order to achieve this natively within BigCommerce, we used modifier options. There's one modifier option for a text field, which captures the user's input, and then there's a hidden monogram Boolean checkbox field that's required in order to set the price rule, because text fields are not eligible for price rules natively within BigCommerce. So when the user enters a monogram, we check the box, and then when the box is checked, $12 is added to the price. Moore & Giles wanted to make it easy for users to order swatches. The Request a Swatch feature opens a drawer-style modal window, which allows users to filter the variants or swatches that are available for the selected product by collection or show all, and then select specific swatches that they would like to order. If a swatch is not currently available, it will not be selectable, and the user can adjust their pseudo cart directly within the modal window, and then complete their shipping information and submit the form. When the form is submitted, the data is sent to a piece of middleware which is responsible for creating an order in BigCommerce using the BigCommerce API. This order is then picked up by Moore & Giles' fulfillment team, and the swatches are shipped to the customer. Another incredible feature of the Moore Giles theme is that it actually powers two websites. In addition to mooreandgiles.com, the same theme is being used on mooreandgilesleather.com. As can be seen here, the two websites have a substantially different user experience. While the main store is focused on selling products and consumer goods, the leather site is used to sell swatches to B2B customers. To provide these different experiences, categories have been assigned different template layout files. The default template layout file is being used here on the main store, while the article template layout file is being used on the leather store. And this actually extends all the way into the product detail pages as well, where you can see a product detail template specific to the main store here. And this uses the made to order layout file because there is actually two different templates on the main store. And this is the article template layout file for product detail pages being used on the leather site. This architecture allows us to also introduce product-focused experiences into the leather site or swatch-focused experiences into the main site in the future when that becomes necessary. And it allows us to share other styling elements and components between the sites without requiring two separate deployments. The article template of the Moore Giles theme is a product detail template that behaves more like a product listing page. So traditionally, a product detail page would have a main product image on the left side, and then you would select all of your variants on the right side within the buy box. But here, we are on a product detail page where all of the variants are displayed as individual cards, and you can actually select multiple variants simultaneously and then add all to cart. And the reason why this is a better experience for Moore Giles is because people are usually ordering multiple swatches at one time. So we want to make it easy for them to quickly add multiple products, multiple variant selections to the bag in as few clicks as possible. To optimize that even further, there is the ability to display more cards per row, so you can see smaller cards in order to find what you're looking for more effectively. And you can also sort not just by color, but also alphabetically. So this experience is much more similar to what you might expect to see on a product listing page, but this is actually a custom product detail page template. The Moore Giles leather site is to connect B2B buyers with colors and textures of leather that will help them build a project. So what they're ordering is swatches. The swatches are different colors, of course, and they can also be different textures. Those textures are what Moore Giles refers to as articles, and the colors are what are referred to as materials. So it's very important that the user is able to see specifically the colors, because a lot of times they're looking to fulfill a project with a certain color, but they also may want to search by texture or article. So natively in BigCommerce, variants are not searchable or filterable by default, which led to an interesting product architecture decision, which was to create variants both as variants underneath of the article, as well as individually listed products. Those individually listed products are searchable and filterable. And when you click on these product cards, they will actually redirect you to the parent article page. So it's almost as if they were the variants. We've created a seamless experience that drives the user into the article where they can see all the other colors that are available for that article. You might wonder if those individual product cards can be visible. Can the parent article cards also be visible? And they can, though Moore & Giles has made the decision not to put article cards and material cards within the same category. So, for example, while Shop All Leather displays only the color cards, a category like aviation leather will display the texture cards. And here, there's a special feature on the texture cards, which lets you sort of page through all of the colors that exist beneath that texture, and you can add a sample directly to your cart from the product listing page. And that feature of adding directly to the cart from the product listing page is also available on the color cards by clicking Add Sample. The Moore & Giles leather templates also support a customized version of the out-of-the-box product comparison feature available in BigCommerce, where each card has a compare checkbox that can be checked, and a bar is displayed at the bottom of the screen that shows all of your selections, and you can kind of manage your selections there, so you don't have to go hunting around the screen to find where these compared features are. And then you click compare, and it takes you to the product comparison page where you can look at all your products. If you want to tab through the different colors, that is an option here as well. You can view details to navigate to the product detail page, and you can add samples directly to the cart from the comparison page. Out of the box, BigCommerce does not provide a way to add swatches to filterable facets. Really, all you get is the options that are available here in the admin, but specifically for color filters, it would be helpful to display to the user a swatch so they have a little visual indicator of what color they're filtering by. In order to add this functionality into the Moore & Giles theme, we used a structured data file hosted on the BigCommerce WebDAV. So this does not require any external hosting. It's part of the BigCommerce agreement and platform. So here we have a product filters config.json file. And if we look at the content of this file, we can see that specifically for the color filter, we can map values like blue to a hex value or even to an image file, and that swatch will be displayed alongside the facet's name in the sidebar. The BigCommerce WebDAV is a really useful way to add structured data to objects that cannot be extended natively. Another example of where structured data can be useful within a theme is on a page such as events. While blog posts or another data object that's native to BigCommerce could have been used here, Moore & Giles requirements necessitated additional structured data fields. So we created an events.json file on the BigCommerce WebDAV that included a data structure that met the requirements. So here, each event has a name, optionally a link URL, an image, a start date and an end date, a location, and a booth number. And those data fields allow us to present the information in unique ways on the front end and perform additional functionality such as hiding the events automatically after the end date has passed. The Find Your Representative feature integrates with an API that was developed by the Moore Giles team. If you enter a zip code and select your industry, you can find the rep that services your area. Changing your zip code or industry will naturally return the corresponding sales rep. The values that are selected within the form are populated within the URL. So the URL can be shared either in an email or social media or copy and pasted in a text message, and visiting that URL will automatically populate the fields and return the appropriate results. Additionally, you can do the same thing with the international Find Your Representative feature, and those values are also populated in the URL. The Moore Giles theme has the ability to enable special functionality for certain customer groups. For example, on the leather site, normal customers do not have the ability to add custom line items to their cart. However, users logged in as sales representatives do have this functionality. As you can see here, sales representatives can add unsupported articles to their cart and custom samples. This allows sales representatives to configure projects that normal customers would not have access to. Additionally, sales reps have the ability to view 3x5 swatch cards that logged out customers do not get access to. So here you can see that we can either add 3x5 swatches to the cart or 5x5 swatches to the cart. However, if we're logged out, we only have access to the 5x5 samples. When Moore and Giles first came to us, their biggest struggle with their existing website was that they weren't able to manage the content effectively, which was really holding them back from doing the type of marketing that they were hoping to do on site and creating the experience that matched the elevated aesthetic of their brand. Unfortunately, updates required the assistance of a developer, which made updates both time-consuming and expensive. And perhaps the greatest benefit of the Moore and Giles theme is the fact that we have given them the ability to effectively manage the content of the website themselves without ever requiring the assistance of a developer or touching a single line of code. We've built over 30 custom page builder widgets, which are completely editable. They can be dragged and dropped within the UI to change the position of the elements. Also, all of the content is editable, so if you want to change the alignment or the colors, you can add videos or disable content, add links. It's all available directly within the page builder. Each widget is fully customizable, and we've spent just as much time focusing on the admin user experience and what is going to make it easy for their team to manage content effectively, as we have spent thinking about the customer experience and what their users are going to see and experience on the front end of the website. So these widgets are incredibly flexible and respond well to changes. Pretty much anywhere that an image is supported, a video URL is also supported, so they can upload video to all sorts of different places on their site to make the content more engaging. And even things like forms and menus are customizable without having to make deployments, which is just really great for their team. They can create new pages, delete pages. Everything that we've looked at today, everything that we've talked about was built as a reusable component. And that means they really have the ability to shape the site and organize the site the way that they see fit to achieve their marketing objectives. This widget I particularly like because it has some interesting options here where you can change around the way that the content is positioned, and really everything about it is super flexible, giving them the ability to do really anything that they need to do on the site. So we feel very proud of the work that we've achieved together in collaboration with the Moore Giles team, and they've really taken ownership of the content and pushed the website to new heights, creating an engaging user experience with content and imagery as a result of the flexibility that the theme provides.